Hey, 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 everyone. It is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. How are y'all doing on this manic Monday? I wish it was Sunday because that's my fun day. Hey, Uakata. Hey, Black Anonymous. That's great. Thank you so much for coming by and supporting me. And definitely catch the replay. Y'all know I normally mostly go on Tuesday night and do lives, but lately, last couple of weeks, I've been kind of like going live every other day. But it's been so many things in the news. Omar Johnson and his cease and desist order. We got Nature Boy being arrested. His carbonation on the news on social media. Other things, Johnny Depp, suing Amber Heard, that's going on. I think I'll do another live just on that. And this past weekend, got the latest development. Please hit the like button. Come on in. That two members, two current members of Carbonation, have left allegedly, and I first heard it over there on Max V World Media and also on Ramil Mott's live yesterday. And then I saw a couple of other uh, what do you call it? A couple of other um, uh, YouTube content creators who are reporting on this too. And if you want to go get the analysis, Max V World Media has a really great analysis. And Ramil Mott last night, him and Trip C was showing audio, I guess, from someone who knows Solar and Musa, and was telling them, saying like why Solar left, allegedly. Um, but I guess I'm still waiting on some more evidence of like coming from their own mouths of one, did they leave? Did they go to Mexico? And why did they leave? Because everyone else was like, oh yeah, they left. They saw the writing on the wall. Some people were like, oh, good for them. Or someone like, oh, it's hey Tripsy. And other people, it seems like they're happy that they left, or it's like, oh, you scammed the scammer, or do you run off with the plug? Some people making jokes. But I guess for me, I feel like, why is no one saying, asking other questions? Hey, Lachey Inspires. Because I mean, I guess maybe because I am a history teacher, or maybe it's because I just like learning about cults. Shout out to Osan Yemi too. She has some really good documentaries over there about different cults. And I've like, okay, so growing up, the first instance of me knowing about a cult was Charles Manson. Yes, it's 1982. I'm 4 or 5 years old. I'm watching Helter Skelter movie with my family. Okay. Later on, we learned through my aunt, one of her friends and her went to a Jim Jones People's Temple like meeting in Houston. Later on, she'll tell me more details that because I think we were also watching a movie about Jim Jones cult. You can go on to I think it's called Real Black Cinema. They put the mini series over there on about the Jim Jones cult. I think it stars Powers Booth. I think it came out in the 90s. Or was it 93, 92? And when I was watching that, I believe I was, I think, a freshman, high school. And my aunt tells me like, "Oh yeah, me and my friend we went there." And I said, "Well, what was it like for you?" She said, "When I got there, they took all of our belongings and made us write the information on note cards so they can send information to other people about the, People's Temple." And she said her friend and her daughter's friend, her daughter were gonna go to Guyana with the rest of the people in People's Temple, but her doctor said she couldn't go because her blood pressure was too high and it wasn't safe for her to fly. That's the only thing stopped her from dying. But unfortunately, her daughter went, and her daughter died in Guyana because he was a cult leader who used to preach about Jesus, and later on he had people worshiping him. You know, then I had, I think I want to say sophomore, junior year of high school. Now I got David Koresh in Waco. They're literally with the Branch Davidians. They have a compound. They have stockpiled weapons. That put the flag. They bought so many weapons. It put a flag on them by the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, and the FBI. The FBI shows up and the ACF, and the Branch Davidians start shooting them. Some of the FBI agents, I think ACF agents, died. Okay. Some of the Branch Davidians, they were able to get out, but not all. Hey, Max V World Media. And for the most part, the rest that are in there, plus David Koresh, basically it's a standoff for a month. Literally every day. We're like, okay, what's going on? Oh, the Branch Davidians still in there? They turn off the power. They turn off the electricity, trying to force them to come out. Well, they got candles, They probably have food in there. They figured out how to eat. And then finally they bring in a battering ram and, to knock the building to get them to run out, some things catch fire. Some people get out. And then when they go in, they find out a lot of people are dead. Not because of the fire, because they shot themselves. Suicide. Hey, Don Williams Jr. So I'm looking at, then I believe in college, we had the guy, he was like a mathematician, and he believed that this comet was coming to take him and his believers to another planet. And when they found them, the people it was like they died, they committed suicide 2 at a time. And then when 2 died, then the next group were like clean them, I guess, put them in a position to, be found. And then so finally it was this last 2. And it's like, what? Like, so now that I'm looking at this Nature Boy, and then also I've looked at other codes. Khalil Armani did a real good, I think it was an A&E show, or was it a Vice show? It was several documentaries where he actually told how he was part of the Yahweh Ben Yahweh code. Okay. And I've also seen one of the biographies was about the UNEIO. I guess they're an offshoot of the Nation of Islam. It's a whole nother group. And basically they were child trafficking, human trafficking. Then there's the Malachi Z. York. Yeah, Heaven's Gate. Thank you, Don Williams. It's called Heaven's Gate. The ones was waiting on the comment and stuff. And then you got Malachi Z. York. And he changed his name several times. When it was in New York, went to Atlanta, and then basically found out that basically he was sexually abusing children. That's why he's in jail. Okay, Yahweh Ben Yahweh went to jail because one of his followers killed some other followers who were trying to leave, and they're like, "Hey, we think this is a conspiracy. Yeah, you didn't actually pull the trigger, but you were definitely leader of people who were doing these things." And it's just like, I'm seeing this pattern with these leaders. Either one, they have these followers who are willing to go with them to the end. Okay. Charles Manson had followers at his trial. He had followers who went to jail just like him. Okay. Some of them haven't gotten out till the early 2000s. The ones that are still alive. Okay. Branch Davidians to the end. Heaven's Gate to the end. Guyana to the end. Okay. We got Yahweh Ben Yahweh. They were with him till he went to jail. And then when he got out, and then I don't know if they're as big as they are anymore, because he's not there anymore, but I guess they, passed the mantle on to someone else. And then it's the same thing with Malachi Z. York. he was there to the end. There's still people who are saying, who are supporters of both Yahweh being Yahweh, and Malachi Z. York to this day. Both those groups, they have people who are still believing in this. And what I'm saying is, I'm looking at Nature Boy. I'm looking at who he had with him this time. Because he, like Max said, he has had other members, but they have left. One, I think she's in jail because she killed the mama, and another one, Mama Dia died. So I'm looking at these people who are left, who have basically been doing everything this man has said for the last couple of weeks, last few weeks, even to the point calling this man three gods. Okay? Yahweh being Yahweh. Basically, his name is God being God. Okay? Malachi Z. York, I think towards the, did he start calling himself God? Okay, Jim Jones at one point, yeah, they were worshiping him as God. Okay, so what I'm saying is, I see them on the social media on Bigo telling him what they're gonna do for him. He's giving them instructions. They said they're gonna do it. Then I see them on the news. They're talking, still calling him three God, and still saying, "Hey, um, we believe in his innocence, and he's gonna get out." Okay. You got Musa over there trying to talk to a previous member, saying like, "Hey, you should still come out and support Nature Boy 3 guy." And Canum was like, I ain't with y'all no more, so why would I do that?" Okay. Both Solar and Musa are like saying, like, basically doing things. Hey, oh, soon give me two. They're doing things as if like, hey, we're carrying on the mantle, we're still doing following instructions, we're doing all these things. And so now over the weekend, you're like, oh, he has a Solar, Musa, and I guess another person have fled to Mexico, allegedly, and took $100,000 and everybody else's debit cards. And Solar through this other lady, oh, I'm going I'm still pushing three. Been wanting to go since Puerto Rico. I'm going my, going his own way. And I'm just thinking to myself, what's the girl name? Janae had to wait till these people were asleep to run away, to go to the police. Velvet left on her own, snuck away, and then another time she got help to get away from these people. Now you mean to tell me after what they've been doing for the last 2 weeks, those 10 people plus a child in this house, they have to be out by Friday, or Friday is actually his birthday, but Saturday, find another place to live. And so y'all like, oh, he left. What are they gonna do? One, there's a couple of options. This is it. I don't think he ran off with the plug. I think he's getting the instructions from Nature Boy. Because remember when Nature Boy was on the phone, he said, "Oh, do y'all all got y'all phones?" And they're like, "Yes, Chief." So if you notice, the two men who've been supporting him and out here on this social media, who do you think he was calling when he wasn't calling on women? Telling them what to do. Stupidly, because the jail phone calls is recorded, but still. So two of them, maybe not three of them, were able to get this money, and the other ones in the house, Don't know. And then as far as a debit card is concerned, can't you just call the bank and say, hey, I lost my debit card. Can you just shut it down? Very easy to do. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is, one, if he is like these other cult leaders who had members who were willing to go all the way, either to death or to jail, then these ones are here doing it too. Okay? Some people are like, oh, good for solar, good for Musa. Hell no. They either went one somewhere where it's going to take the government to get them the hell back over here because their asses can't testify. He told them the contact, whatever, Janae. All right. Plus, they, like Max said and Trixie said, they've been to Mexico before. That's their old stomping grounds. So they basically are going there to set up a new place for them to stay. Because either one, he's going to get bond and they're going to try to sneak him out. Or two, the others who have to leave by Friday or Saturday need a place to stay. They got to be out in the week, 5 days at the most. Okay? Yeah, he on the phone to an outstanding at his trial. So from I gather, they probably had a carbonation meeting and said, okay, he's in there, he needs bail. Who else can we call to get it? But then they're like, oh, what if he don't have bail? What if he's still no bond? What about us? Where are we gonna live? What if they start charging us? People start thinking about their own selves. I think so. But I just can't believe them two or those three were able to get away. I think they're setting up for the rest of them to show good to go there. Now, until Solar and Musa come out on their own video, and I can see that they asses in Mexico with some other folks, and they, then I just don't believe like, oh, they just ran off. They finally got tired and left the other one stranded. Hmm. I just don't think that. And then this is another thing too. What if this is a scam? Remember their leader has gotten them to follow his instructions. He's gotten them to do things that, normally average people of us don't do, like get PPP loans, SBA loans. Okay. They ain't doing no hair over there. Okay. Beat up a girl, you know, get them to engage in some behavior the rest of us don't do. So you mean to tell me that they're not still thinking like that? Even though his ass is in jail? Think about what he said when he's leaving. Think about the conversation that they had on the phone. He is still thinking. Remember, he says he's three God. Hey, Betty Yellick. Hey, Black American Expat Radio Network. He's three God. In one of his statements, he said, look, they're taking me to jail. They're crucifying me. I'm being crucified. I'm like Christ. Come on now. Oh, Akata, we do teach critical thinking in schools, but schools can only do so much because some of these people in that cult, they had education. They were in school. Something happened along the way. Okay. And Right now, I just can't believe like, oh, he just left them behind. No, they're going to go set up for either MB to come over there or the rest of them to come over there. Okay. So, and like I said, they want to say, "Oh, we're actors. We're actors, right?" They do all this stuff because they're acting, getting attention. For all I know, y'all, this is an act, y'all. Don't drink their cosmic currency Kool-Aid. Okay. Okay. Ooh, Carter. Okay. All right. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the flavor aid. We need to listen and we need to pay attention, which I think we're doing. But we also got to do the things that I was taught, critical thinking wise. When you watch things and hear things, and also when you read things, yes, pay attention to what is said, read what is on the page. But what is missing? What are they not saying? That is just as important. Hey, I am Kanina. Someone else is saying that these two ran off. Why are we hearing from them? Why are we not hearing from the wives in their house if they ran away and left them stranded and behind? Come on now. Why aren't they on social media? They shy all of a sudden? Not gonna tell us what they're doing because they are active. Either one, they, like I said, they are in Mexico, they're getting the place ready for the other ones, or they're setting it up for a scam so they can say, oh, the fellas ran off with our the money for MB and our money to get another place. We need some help, y'all. Can y'all hit the cash app? Don't believe the hype, y'all. They on that bullshit. They are on that bullshit. They say it with me, y'all. They are on that bullshit. They are trying to get some more money, either for themselves as carbonation or for MB if he gets bail. And when I'm looking at this and I'm listening, I hear everybody what they're saying. I said, how come nobody's saying that they just doing this to scam some more money? Why nobody saying that? You got to be out by Friday. Saturday at the most, because Saturday is the 30th, which means you should be packing up now, and you should be leaving like Saturday morning, midday. So that means someone needs to go somewhere and get another place to stay. So you mean to tell me you couldn't find no other place in Atlanta, Decatur, somewhere out in the woods? Maybe not. Maybe some people like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Then again, when you compare the dollar to, the peso, hell, $100,000 probably can take them a long way when they over there. But to me, it's like this is too much coincidence. You got to leave. Your man, the not this week, but next week is on the 6th, has a trial for his bond, and y'all two of your members conveniently leave already. And none of them damn women in the house said shit. Uh-uh. That's some BS right there. No, 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 no. I'm a wait. When what's his name? Solar, the one on the light skin one, and Musa, the other one, when they get on social media and they ask us in Mexico and I hear some Spanish and I know the shit is Mexico because hell, I live in Texas. I can go outside and hear Spanish too. Hell, I can go to California here too. No. Hey, hood therapy. I need to know this is Mexico. Because all I know, when they were on whatever video they were the last time, they were like, oh, I hear people in the background. Them probably was the girls. Okay? They are acting. Okay? And if they're not acting, they actually believe in the stuff that man told them. Think about it. Cult leaders, if you're really an effective cult leader, okay? Okay? You got some people who are willing to go with you to the end. Okay? Whether it's death or jail. All right? So I just have a problem like, oh, just them two, just them three left, and the other ones ain't say nothing, and they always on big old Instagram. Like, wait a minute, no, that's some strychnine in this corn. This milk ain't clean. No. They trying to get some more funds. Hey, trust me, okay? Let's see in the next couple of days, next few days. If somebody gonna come on and say, hey y'all, we need help bailing out 3 guys. The dudes ran off with the money and we need help. We need help moving. Okay. It's gonna be that. Or next thing we're gonna hear is they asses in Mexico waiting on 3 guys. Or maybe just living. I'm sorry. Either because of social media, it has made him an ineffective cult leader, or these members of his cult is a lot smarter than what we thought. Hey, Dr. J. Kelly. I just have, just don't understand. Like, everybody's just like, oh, they ran up with the plug. Okay, all right, 2 of them, 3, maybe. And who is Google Kata? Like, something off. Right. And very attractive to young people. If you notice, a lot of times, um, these cult leaders are able to attract young people, usually people in their 20s, teenagers, okay? And especially if they're Black, even older, if they can tap into the Christian experience, because that's the one that we know that we were raised on. And they use that and mix it up with whatever else they believe in, and have you thinking that they are God. Ain't everybody over there in their 20s? That's true, Don Williams. I'm good, Dr. Kelly, and you. Everyone got a plan until they get punched in the face. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna need some more. I need to hear, see, hear what they saying, and pay attention also to what they not saying. Hey, Kimberly, yes, it is. Just mm-hmm. Either you're a bad cult leader, your cult ain't shit. You picked the wrong people, or you were so bad to them that they're like, oh, they're taking advantage of this opportunity, because they do look a little bit more clean and well fed than they were before he went to jail. But I guess you can get baths on the regular, get eat on the regular. Ain't nobody trying to slap it out your hand. But seriously, like these two left, and nobody else is coming out to say nothing. We're getting some information from someone who talked to one of them, which is still hearsay. You know, mm. Okay, y'all. I've been on here. I've been thinking about this the last few days. I was like, I said, is it just me? That everybody else is like, oh, y'all, they left. Okay. They gonna start their own cult. Okay. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Ain't nobody on. Okay. Nobody else don't understand. Ain't nobody else gonna ask no questions. And my thing is this. If the GBI, I guess it's the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, right? And the district attorney's office. Don't you think that their house is under surveillance? So how are they able to get to Mexico? I'm sure the GBI can get a subpoena from some judge to, implement the Patriot Act to see who was on what flight, right? And where they went, where they go. I mean, does Mexico really want another cult over there? I'm just saying. And where are they going? They don't have to worry about no cartels. Like you always hear about cartel. This could be just stereotypes. Thank you, Betty Yellen. Y'all please hit the cash app if you so inclined to support the channel. Okay. So let me get over here, boy. It's raining, thunder and rain here. So please pray for us over here in Texas. And boy gets anxiety really bad when it's storming and raining. He wants extra attention. Yeah. So, but thank y'all so much for watching my video. Please like, share it, please. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about for Tuesday. I'm thinking about looking at the search warrant and the affidavit for the search warrant, and I'm thinking about looking at Umar's cease and desist order. So, but definitely, please leave a comment if you have any suggestions or your thoughts about this whole matter. Like, do you think like me, or do you think another way, or are you thinking of something that I didn't think of? Like, maybe you got a different point of view. Like, maybe something else is going on. I don't know. Okay. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me go here, boy. Boy wants his hugs. I'll probably see some of y'all in, either Trip C's chat or Max's chat or somebody going live tonight. So, but I just wanted to come on here a little bit after work and just talk to y'all about this, because I was like, it's been like, I've been thinking about this for a really long time. I've been thinking all weekend. I'm like, what's something? They just left? They gotta be out in a week and they just left? Like, no. Something up. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, boy.